So you can completely skip seeing The Last Jedi. In fact, I recommend you don't go see it, especially if you love Star Wars, especially if you have followed Star Wars for any length of years, especially if you're like me and have been a part of Star Wars fandom from the very beginning of A New Hope. The more you know about Star Wars, the more you love about Star Wars and the characters and the relationships, the more you're going to really regret seeing The Last Jedi. Besides that, it's 2.5 hours long. And by the time you get out of the theater, Rian Johnson has not revealed any new information. There are no revelation points in this film. There are no missing pieces of the puzzle given to you in this film. You could really skip it entirely and not miss anything in terms of knowing what's going on in the Star Wars universe. Because not one of the questions that you had walking into the movie was answered by the time you walked out, 2.5 hours later. So you might as well just skip seeing it and then save yourself the sort of frustration and anger that you may be hearing in some of my reviews or some of the many other reviews now that I've seen online. People who love this series are just beyond disappointed. I just got to say here too, regarding Luke Skywalker, who in The Force Awakens has one of the plot lines, in fact, the thing the very movie opens up with, is that Luke Skywalker has left a hidden piece of information, a piece of the puzzle, if you will, so that if everything goes south in the galaxy, someone knows how to ring him, how to get a hold of him, how to find him and track him down, just in case everything gets screwed up. I'm away, I'm taking care of some stuff, I'm trying to, recenter, recalibrate, whatever, process through some issues. But if everything goes south, here's the hidden piece of information, come get me. Right? What happens to him in version 2 in this next film? Someone finally shows up by putting it together in a way that only, the Force could allow to happen, shows up at his doorstep, and he's like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. What I really want is for the Jedi religion to be no more and then to die. Well, dude, you've got like 50 cliffs on this island. Pick one and jump. If that's what you want, then do the deed. What are you waiting around here for? I feel so horrible for Mark Hamill and how they trashed Luke Skywalker. It's just terrible. Really, what would Han Solo say if he knew that the Millennium Falcon, one of the fastest starships in the galaxy, is now a chicken coop? Because Chewbacca's gone vegan, and now he's turned the Millennium Falcon into a coop for space chickens. I can't get over how abundantly ridiculous and absurd this movie is. I don't know how. I have no clue how executives like Kathleen Kennedy signed off on this garbage that they have foisted on everyone who has followed this storyline for decades and spent our money on all the fun stuff that has been created out of the mind and imagination of George Lucas and all the talent pool that he surrounded himself with. It's staggering to me. Something's got to be done about it. I don't know what. But this is just terrible what has happened. And just please save yourself the time. This is it's just absurd.